EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He's tackled at the...
A nice run here early on. It didn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Haskins. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 25-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for the Bengals. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First carry here for Joe Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective,
nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Buying time to his left. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run for it with Mixon, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon, and this Texans defense stands tall. On down. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again, Haskins. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. They go play action with Haskins. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run got 3, now 7. Now they try the right side here. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 9.
Here's Haskins. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he will find his man on the outside. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, 56 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10, Bengals 7.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Haskins. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Haskins to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At their 49-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. This is Mixon, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32.
On 2nd down, Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First and
a good pickup there, 26 yards. he'll take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Bengals have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Trying to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Haskins will throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 35 yards. And the Texans have retaken the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Texans 17. Bengals 14.
Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded. Ultimately cannot get this out to
23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It's a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal bind of who can get a stop.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful division. 31. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. A quick toss outright. And he'll go moving. First down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with
A whole lot of good for your entire offense, but I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Darian Conley on the tackle. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Bengals.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll give it to Mixon. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Mixon trying to punch it in. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Texans 17.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. A short kick taken at the 18. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Once again, they run with Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
And a Bengal first
ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they run with Mixon. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
And it's 3rd down.
Burrow on play action. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here.
Bengals.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Number 20.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and goal from inside the 5. On the run, it's Mixon. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Cybert on for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Good. Makes the score Bengals 28, Texans 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Haskins to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 57 yards. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
The Texans.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun again to Mixon. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A gain of 5. And a Bengal 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, Mixon, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down.
38-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his 2nd incompletion, and we're in the 4th quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's got some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Haskins. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
28-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Haskins. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
From midfield now, Haskins. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
It's a gain of 2.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Haskins on 3rd down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Haskins not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for this. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. He finds his target, Fuller. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 21 yards there. A Big play on fourth down.
And at the 31-yard
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jeffrey Simmons in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
20-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. They'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that.
1st down, Cincinnati.
So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And that changes everything here in OT. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal...
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. First throw of overtime for Haskins. And he's got his man on the out route. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. I got it. Take that. Rotate. Spell. 54.
Now Haskins on first down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. Does the big boy have the juice?
Woo, yeah!
And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown, and in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it. And the Bengals going to live to fight another week as we say thanks for watching, and so long, everybody. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a